And now, Perfect Pairings, brought to you by Total Wine and More.
Bring out the booze.
Indeed.
Doggy.
Here comes Yami with now, bourbon is my jam.
I was gonna ask him, "Is this your jam?" It's
Bourbon.
always his jam.
Bourbon is my jam. I was.
I guess
Thank
other
you.
than tequila,
Thank you.
everything is your jam.
Hey, although because of you guys, I'll bet I've been more on my
More
travels.
jammy.
I know I need to lose a little weight. I am a little jammy, but I've been getting into mezcal. I've been trying to.
very nice.
I've been
I
doing
said mezcal.
Oye, mezcal, ven acá, mezcal.
Mezcal. I almost heard himself saying it.
I have some mezcal
Yeah.
with some jalapenos.
Sean Connery drinking mezcal.
Mezcal.
I am the last one. But I've been drinking more mezcal, it's especially the artisan ones. The smokiness. So, but that's we did a mezcal
For another day.
We did a mezcal version of the podcast. So
Sure.
I encourage you to
Mezcal.
go and find that. But today, we're doing some bourbon. So talk to me, my friend. Yami came over here, dropped some 3 little birthday presents for me here, early birthday presents.
Yeah, so we partnered as always with Total Wine for a 5 to Try segment in the magazine,
Mm-hmm.
and it was 5 to Try bourbons, and so
So good.
so we gave Yami the 5, but now we don't know which ones she chose out of that.
You know what? I don't know very many things, but I think before it's we may have all 5 at one point. Maybe post show,
That is true.
Sure.
That is
a little post show.
a fair comment to make.
But for now, we'll do these 3. All right. So it's A, B, and C. I have A. We all have A, and it's a very golden,
Yeah.
amber hue.
Not too light, not too dark, I would
Right.
say.
It's nice on the nose. It's
Nice.
It's not like over the top.
No.
Smells like a pretty woman on a first date.
No, but it has like some fruiting in addition to like the typical bourbon notes, caramel and vanillas. It has like a little fruity thing in the background.
It's good.
Kind of neat.
Just enough heat to let you know. Very good.
Yeah.
I think I might have had a little bit too much there. I don't.
Yami, please come back.
Take human sips, please.
That's
It's
really
very
nice.
good. Very good.
Nice, warm for the belly. Very nice.
We call that for
belly.
the berry. We call that a bourbon hug.
Mm.
That's what that's called. Oh, this is nice, man. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Should we do the Manolo?
Well, wait, the full Manolo?
You want to go full Manolo?
Is that like a Latino full Monty? The full Manolo? Is that what we're doing here? Listen, the last time I did a full Manolo, the judge said I wasn't allowed back there for 90 days. So, oye, Manolo, venga.
Sorry.
It could be a Monono too if you drink it too
That's
fast.
a full Manolo.
Okay. So, in case anybody's forgotten, the
Uh-huh.
Manolo involves taking a big drag from your cigar,
Mhm.
swishing it around your mouth, releasing it, then taking a sip of the bourbon,
Mm,
A small sip.
a small sip,
too late.
and then and then exhale and try to get all the flavors that are still lingering from the smoke of the cigar with the heat and flavors that are coming out of the bourbon. And then you get a good
All right, Manny, let's
perception of
go.
how this-
Let's
yeah.
go. Let's do this.
Let's go,
man.
Manolito.
Well, apologies for the moment of silence as we Manolo.
Hey, you could always watch this on YouTube and you could see us, Manolo, in front of your very eyes. Oh, you're all right over there? Holy cow.
Goes nice, right?
I think I was able to see behind
It
myself.
does. I just the bourbon, it almost masked all of it for me
Yeah.
on the Manolo. But when I was just pairing it normal,
Yeah.
I was able to get the cigar and the bourbon to play. Once I Manolo'd it,
I was getting more notes from the bourbon actually, because the cigar almost like the smoke like felt like a bass line in the back, and I was picking up more things from the bourbon.
Yeah, it almost feels like the bourbon is definitely the the alpha here. It is the A side. If you're into boxing, it is the A side of the card here. All right, so that was A. I'm moving on because my bourbon's already gone. So
Let's move on.
let's move on to B. About the same color, right? Maybe a tad lighter, maybe a shade.
I
lighter.
agree.
Not as doesn't dance as much on the nose as A did.
It's milder.
Yeah, it's more muted on the
compared
nose.
to
Yeah.
A. Yeah. The alcohol's more subdued. The flavors are a little bit more toned down.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely a little
mean,
conservative.
It's approachable. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
All
smooth.
right, let's see how it plays with Rocky here. Mm.
So I haven't smoked it. I haven't paired it with a cigar yet. I just had it on its own. I don't think I love this one. I prefer, A was a better, more balanced bourbon to me. This has one note back there that I'm not loving.
I would call this an introvert, shy. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think this plays at all.
No?
This has, by the way, it has more alcohol for sure than A.
Has a little heat at the end.
Yeah, it's noticeable.
At the end,
I feel it on my lips and on my tongue. I feel it. I feel the alcohol.
Would you consider, since it's so kind of like timid in the sense that it doesn't really pop, this isn't a mixing bourbon, is it?
No,
Because it just feels like it's just there's nothing wrong with it. It just kind of
it's still a sipper, but it's almost like a one trick pony to me.
Yeah.
You know,
I liked it.
That's a very.
I don't think it does any. I think on its own, amazing, great. But I don't think it does anything to the cigar. It doesn't enhance it. Doesn't take away from it. It just kind of coexists with it.
Does that have like a little MGP type of note that I always talk about?
Probably.
It's like a
MGP.
MGP
You know me.
Yeah, you down with MGP? No, I don't know, but it tastes like I'm gonna go out on a limb. This B tastes like they don't distill their own product. They buy the distillate from a company like MGP or somebody else. They buy their own distillate and age it. That's what it has. There's one little note that I can always get when that's the case.
Because that's some next level tasting shit right
No,
there.
I could be completely wrong. I could be full of it.
Okay.
I could be full of it, but I taste that. It always has that. I always taste it. So
Is it like a corniness?
I before I knew what MGP was, I used to call it like it has like an over the top corny flavor.
Okay.
And by corny I mean corn.
Right.
I will say this: when I took a puff of Rocky, and then took a sip, it drew out that one note of the bourbon, and it felt very. I don't know if it's caramelly or it brought it out a little bit more.
I've tried to like it, but I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think they. I think they're.
But the cigar is going great with them because on
You're
the retro,
right.
you're going If I'm
I just took the first puff with it. You're
just
right.
keep going retro hail.
Mhm,
The
mhm.
cigar is going great with both of them. Now I do agree that the second one was missing something. It didn't feel. I don't know if it's aged
So
or
the cigar
distilled.
helped the bourbon in this
Helped.
case.
Yes. It brought out
Yeah.
that note.
Because the cigar comes in with tons of that, like again, chocolate and earthy and sweet stuff that the bourbon is kind of missing. So again, not a bad bourbon, just
Yeah, because
Not
remember
my-
the exercise that we're doing here is the pairing. It's not saying that a bourbon is
yeah.
bad. Or
It's just
anything
it's
like
hard
that.
not to.
Exactly.
Get
It's-
picky, but we're getting great juice here from Total Wine
Yeah,
every
no,
time.
Yeah, of course.
Every time. So
So let's go to C
See?
now. Well, this one's darker.
C has a much better nose. Holy crap!
hello,
This one's got.
how are you doing?
This is
Pleased to meet you.
and
My name is
The
Manolo.
nose is nice.
have you ever been to-
Manolo'd?
this is where have you ever been to the south of France?
Do you want a Manolo with me?
Yep.
All right. We are losing everybody.
There's
There's people just tuning out right now.
We're
What are
dimming the
these
lights.
retards?
We're dimming the lights, and we're leaning in when we talk on this one. Here we go. So I'm gonna take a little sippy sip of C.
The sweetest of the three.
Yep. Very sweet, caramelly.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
say very sweet.
Very.
It's
in
sweet.
comparison.
In
yeah.
comparison.
No,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the three. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because we're tasting these three, but the people out there are just
Right,
hearing us.
Right.
Right.
And when we say very sweet, it sounds like sweetener
Right.
or
Well,
something. No, not at all.
Compared to the three, yes, it's sweeter.
Yeah. By the way, on a bourbon,
Oh,
to call it a bourbon, you cannot add sweeteners. You can't add anything. So
It's-
whatever it gets from the barrel and
I
the
feel
distillate.
like it's. I would say the word for me is crisp.
Really,
Crisp.
because I found that it had a better, more full bodied mouthfeel. Right, I'm still tasting it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's nice. This is good.
All right, so let's go drink and puff. So we're taking the drink. Ooh, so good.
It has more coitus.
No.
No?
Coitus?
What is it?
Coitus
What was
is-
the word?
Coitus is sex. Are we having coitus here with this bourbon?
He's trying to say that it's cloying, but
Cloying.
it's not.
Cloying.
It's not.
Chloe?
No?
Isn't she the bartender at that one place?
It just
The
have
show
to
has
throw that. I have
gone
to throw that
completely
word.
off
out.
the rails.
Doesn't she have
We're done.
she has the tattoos?
We're done.
Leave Chloe out of this.
All right. So how is C with the cigar?
Magnificent.
Yeah. I find it to be sweeter than the three, but again, the fullness and the complexity of the cigar makes it all right in my palate.
When you take the puff and then take a sip,
Yeah, I know. I
it
agree.
just opens up
Yeah.
in your mouth. And it's got heat, but not too much. It's got just the right amount of heat.
Yeah. This is like a bottled and bond kind of 100 proof type thing.
So good. And I apologize since I'm a bourbon person that they're all gone at this point, but I may have to just to make sure I might have to have some more. But I think C
good.
is your winner right here.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
I think I liked A.
I thought A was good too. Yeah, really the only one I wasn't a fan of was B.
So good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Should we reveal?
Well, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You say you like A. You like A for what reasons over C?
Feels like C might be, like I said, this. I bring the sweetness thing up there. It's a little too sweet for my palate.
Okay.
Feels like the alcohol is higher, which
No question.
which I like. But A seems like it's a little bit more imbalanced with the alcohol. So
Yeah, A is really nice. So I struggle as I think A is probably something you can drink neat, like what we're doing here.
Right.
You can probably do that more often than you can do C, since C is clearly a higher alcohol. Again, I feel it all over the place. My tongue is tingling. Like it's sizzling. So I can. It's definitely got more alcohol.
I think for me,
Whereas A, you can definitely drink more of it.
Sure.
And before you start to get hammered, but I still like
Too late.
the fullness of C. But man, it's a toss up.
it's a toss up. I
I think for me, if you like heat in your spirits, I think A has a lot of heat. Which, if you like
Man,
heat,
I don't.
for me, I got a lot of heat.
Yeah,
C is you get heat, but it's doesn't get in the way of the cigar. So for me, I would go with C just because there's almost the perfect amount of heat, flavor, and it really plays for me with Rocky.
I think if we'd be smoking with something that had less flavor, less strength, I think these bourbons would have knocked it out. I think this stands up very, very well to all of them. And that's why it's almost like,
Right?
So yes, I agree. I would say in all three, when I took the puff first rather than the Manolo. The Manolo, I only did it with the first one, and it didn't work as well as when I took the puff first,
Manolo,
and then took the sip. Right, a small sip, because if you take too much, then you drown it out. So, I think the cigar has stood up beautifully to this.
No, the Rocky went in there and heavyweight champ right now.
Look, I mean, so you can also go the other way. You can take the sip and then just let that bourbon flavor just dissipate, and then take the puff, and it's delicious as well. The cigar is the star right now.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really good. Now, that doesn't always happen. Like most of the time, the cigar struggles to keep up with that because it's alcohol,
Is that can you say that because of the double binder?
No, I think it's the backbone, the Nicaragua, Honduras, earthy, peppery core that kind of battles it out with the low notes of the bourbon.
Well, only one thing left to do.
All right.
Either have more and reveal.
All right, let me take one last sip of C.
Just in case, for the flies. Por si las moscas. How is
That's
it?
good. I love A. I finished A. I like C, higher alcohol. It's tough. It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
All right, let's
I
see.
mean, I would say C. For me, it's C. But let's find out. Bring out Yami. Let's go. By the way, Yami has got. Usually, Yami is known for her eyewear in terms of her glasses, but her skirt today. It's a full length skirt. It looks like a newspaper.
Yep.
Thank you for clarifying. That's full length.
Can you see it?
Very nice.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
All right.
All right, let's go. Here, I'm going to give you the microphone.
Ready for me here? Do it. A. Jefferson.
Hang on. Can we see her? Okay.
All right. A. Jefferson's Ocean.
Oh, look at
aged
that.
C,
Look at that.
and it's a straight bourbon whiskey, 45% alcohol.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put the bottles out.
Okay.
So I'm done.
Okay. I like that. I like that because then we see ahead of time. You're right.
Yes.
It's a good move.
B. I'm not sure how to say this, but then again, I'm known for this. Calumet Farms. Thank you. And this is Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 50% alcohol. C is Chestnut Farms Bottled and Bond, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 50% alcohol.
So the last two were both 100 proof.
All right.
And it's all about Kentucky. Go
There you
Cats.
go. You got it.
Oh, here they are. So here's Jefferson, and then here is Calumet.
So
And what I love about, you can tell which ones are the Kentucky ones because there's a horse on it. And then Chestnut, another horse, Bottled and Bond.
I mean, these are all excellent. I mean, it was picking.
yeah.
Yeah. Tough.
It's a perfect 10, redhead, blonde,
Right.
and dark haired. It's up to you, really.
I thought it was interesting that we liked the Jefferson a lot.
Yeah, it was good. It was very good.
Calumet we did not love. Chestnut Farms we did love.
Superstar.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
May I have a little bit more?
Go to town.
Of the Chestnut, because
Go to town, my
who
friend.
am I to stop commerce?
So Jefferson's Ocean, which was A, is aged at sea. So this is that the Jimmy? Can you look at the bottle? Does that say weeded? No, the Jefferson's.
Oh, hang on.
Does that say weeded or is it?
It does say weeded.
Yeah,
Weeded
yeah.
mash bill.
Yeah. So that's
Aged ocean, aged at sea.
Yep. So that's the weeded Jeffersons, and it goes on the bottle. It'll tell you like the voyage that it went on. That one is voyage like 29. I can see it from here. And then the Calumet is the Calumet Bottled and Bond 10-year, and Chestnut is also Bottled and Bond.
Listen, always a good start. And as always, Perfect Pairings is brought to you by our friends at Total Wine and More, where you'll always find the right bottle at the right price with their lowest price guarantee. You can visit Total Wine and More at TotalWine.com. Up next, the man, the myth, the legend, Rocky.
Thanks for watching Cigar Snob on YouTube. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. There's a lot of content on our channel. And we also print a magazine. So subscribe to that at cigarsnob.com. But in the meantime, catch you on the next one.